Cheyenne Vlismas entered the octagon like a storm containing human form. Focused, fierce, and hungry, her nickname, the Warrior Princess, wasn't just for show. Across from her stood Karolina Wojcik, a gritty Polish fighter with a reputation for durability and relentless forward pressure. The air was thick with tension as the first round began, both women immediately meeting in the center with no hesitation. Cheyenne started with a snap, her movement slick and crisp. She danced just outside of Karolina's range, firing off quick kicks to the legs and body while avoiding damage with sharp head movement. Karolina, unfazed, kept moving forward like a tank, absorbing the shots and looking to close the distance for a clinch. Cheyenne wasn't having it. She planted her feet and let her hands go, a three-punch combo punctuated by a right hook that caught Karolina flush. That woke the crowd up. Karolina kept charging forward, even as Cheyenne landed clean counters. Every time Karolina tried to clinch or drag the fight to cage, Cheyenne created space with brutal elbows and knees. Her footwork was relentless, constantly circling, making Karolina chase, frustrating her. The Warrior Princess was putting on a clinic. Fast hands, wicked angles, and sharp counters that landed with surgical precision. Round 2 saw Karolina finally get the clinch she wanted. She pressed Cheyenne to the fence and tried to rough her up with short punches and knees. But Cheyenne turned the tide. With her back to the cage, she landed a spinning elbow that cracked Karolina across the temple. Blood trickled from Karolina's eyebrow as Cheyenne escaped and reset in the center. The pace never slowed. By round 3, Karolina was still coming forward, but the damage had added up. Her face was marked, her movement slower. Cheyenne smelled the finish. She poured on a flurry, body shot, uppercut, leg kick, head kick. Karolina stayed on her feet, showcasing insane toughness, but the momentum was all Vlisma's. She kept picking her apart with sniper-like strikes until the final bell. When the judges rendered the decision, there was no doubt. Cheyenne Vlismas won by unanimous decision, raising her hands high, battle-worn but victorious. The Warrior Princess had gone to war and came out ruling the cage.
Of course. 2023 can't be a Superman punch.
Oh, another good 1-2 combination, Juliet Ukah.
You can't make a mistake right now. If you're Van Wyk, I mean, she is leaving that head wide open. Every time she steps forward and strikes, Ukah is making her pay, and all that damage is going to add up. As tough as Van Wyk is, you can see the damage already. You can see the DNA coming out. You see the blood. Ukah is making her pay in a big way. Van Wyk better find a different way to go about things. She's going to have to try to shoot for a double. She's going to have to try to grapple, because this right here is just asking to get TKO.
Yeah, Crystal's looking to enter the pocket, but she's just getting so many counters in reply. And Ukah has more power. She just ragdolls Crystal down to the ground, a nasty right as she comes down to the floor from Juliet Ukah.
This right here is a problem. This is not where you want to be with Ukah.
Yeah, she's got the neck, but she's more of a clasp than anything else. Nothing more of a dangerous guillotine, but she's using it for form of control as Crystal tries to get back up to his feet.
Look at that, right into half guard. Great positioning here. See if she's able to do anything with it. A little over a minute to go. She's going to let Van Wyk get up.
Juliet just showing a lot of strength when it went to the ground. Crystal did well, but Juliet wanted it to carry on. She was having such fun with her fists, was Juliet Ukah, that she wants to keep it standing. It's just kind of what we expected. And Van Wyk continues to bite down on her mouth guard, saying that her mouth is a little bit open. You don't want to do against Ukah. And big right cross from Ukah. She's really timed to tee off here. And Crystal's going to have to figure this out quickly. She's taking quite a lot of punishment.
Crystal's in a bad place right now, but continues to trudge forward. She is a warrior. She's been in some battles before, clearly.
Oh, great right jab from Juliet Ukah, just snaps the head of Van Wyk backwards. Just really nice, strong counter punching, very efficient from Juliet Ukah. As Van Wyk looks to close the pocket and see if she can get some leather on the face of the Nigerian athlete. Slow down a little bit, but we've got 10 seconds left in this first. It's been an absolute cracking round.
It's been a fantastic round here. The ladies definitely delivering on the promise here, definitely showing up tonight. And the reality is that Crystal Van Wyk has been tagged. She has been hit. She's showing a lot of damage, and you're not really seeing anything on the face of Juliet Ukah. She is the one doing work tonight. She's been on the attack nearly the whole time, and every time that Van Wyk gets close enough, she's taking a good one too.
Yeah, she's taking a lot of shots. Really good pinpoint striking on the counter from Ukah. And here was where Crystal was really backpedaling. Juliet was very patient. She pushed her advantage home, but Crystal Van Wyk certainly didn't back down. She kept coming forward throughout that round. Some nice hooks, good jab from Ukah. Just threw Crystal down to the ground. There's that nasty right that just glanced off the side of the head of Crystal. Nice right straight down the middle from Ukah. Slight miss, good head movement from Crystal, but just so wary of the power from Juliet Ukah that she felt in that first and second round. Just trying to figure it out. She got happy to move around the outside. She takes a leg kick, which she acknowledges, but Ukah just planting her feet, just plodding forward, just happy to counter with the kind of power that's caused so many problems for Van Wyk.
Should Ukah get past Crystal Van Wyk, I gotta ask Simon, what do you think if she gets matched up with Alice Arland? How do you think a matchup like that goes?
Well, we saw what a fantastic ground game Alice has had, but her boxing is also on point. I mean, she's a superb kickboxer, Alice Arland. She's so much well-rounded. I think she's a champion of the strawweight division, for a very good reason. She showed in the fighter season, how strong she was in all areas of the MMA skill set. I think Juliet will be a very tough fight for her because Juliet's got absolutely fantastic chin, and she's very patient in terms of, headhunting and looking for the counter as we see it in this fight. I think stylistically be a very difficult matchup for Alice because Juliet's just such a tough customer. But then Alice has a very different type of flavor to it in terms of the angle she comes in at. That would be a fantastic matchup if this goes the way we think it's going to go with a victory for Ukah.
I say we bring Kiara Pinko back. Throw her back into the mix. Why not? Put her on a flight.
No complaints from me. Fighting in from Italy, Kiara Pinko, fantastic fighter.
Part of some of our legendary performances that we've had out of the ladies in the past, like Rizlan Solak and Mandolino, and just incredible, talented ladies that have given us so many memories over the years.
Yeah, a really fantastic history of women's MMA in the UFC, and the UFC matchmaker Graham Carmel talking about reinvigorating, particularly the strawweight division of women's MMA on the African continent. Another left cross.
I think we'd be remiss if we didn't bring up Manon. Manon Fiorot, obviously, just ripping it up in the UFC as well.
Yeah, definitely a future UFC champion. Had her chops and won that season of the fighter we were talking about. And it's really teeing off there is Juliet Ukah. Some nice combinations when she had her opponent cornered. Crystal Van Wyk got out of trouble. Nice repeated right jab, the second of which found its home from Ukah. Just jumping out of range from Crystal Van Wyk. He's really trying to figure it out. Good body kick from Juliet Ukah.
continuing to walk down Crystal Van Wyk. Much of the same in this round as we've seen in the fight. Van Wyk gets major credit for hanging in there with the hard punches of Juliet Ukah, but just unable to get any offense going, any sort of point scoring on the board. And Van Wyk is just at a disadvantage. That being said, just a little bit of time left, surely enough time to make something crazy happen, but it just doesn't seem like she has any sort of plan to get on the inside and get a hold of Ukah. It's too tough.
Yeah, she's still taking a lot of shots. I mean, that was a massive right from Juliet Ukah. And third injury shit from Crystal Van Wyk means she smiled and laughed and acknowledged the shot. But she's going to be doing a little bit more as they both engage. Another great right from Ukah. She's starting to put the combinations together, and Van Wyk's backpedaling a little bit. Great right uppercut mixed cross from Ukah. It really scored into the left chin. That was a great finish from Juliet Ukah, and a great show of sportsmanship from both.
Without a doubt. What a performance by both ladies. Taking it to the distance. Great durability. And nothing to hang your head about. We're going to get Juliet Ukah tonight. Just have a little bit too much. And Ukah is really on her way, Simon. I mean, the sky is the limit. Who could it be next? Could she have punched her way to an opportunity for the title, or is there going to be somebody else that steps in there that gives her another battle before we get to that point? That'll make it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard for a decision. The judges score this contest 30-26, 30-26, and 30-27, declaring your winner by unanimous decision. In the red corner, fighting out of Nigeria, Juliet, the Golden Boy